Hello, DC Universe heroes and villains. This is your host, OG Devil Dog. We are here with the beta scaling review and seeing what's going on with it. Alright, so far I've kind of liked it a little bit. So go to your events tab, scroll over to beta test, and go to one of the first three here. You have to complete these two to get your event completion, okay? Knock out these first two first. This bottom one does not count, but these two do. So let's first go to the new scaling beta JLD Justice League Dark Curse Town Square Theater. Alright, I am going to damage. And let's go from there and see what's going on. Alright. Alright, let's go talk to Zatanna real quick. Get through her little talking. Alright, I am currently at level 508. Alright, this is the beta scaling, and they have scaled up to their max level of 448. Alright, kind of digging it. Let's go through here. And take out these little marauders and stuff. The exemplars. The soldiers, take them out. Not too bad. Not stack clamped at all. Enjoying it. Alright, let's go in here and fight Wonder Girl and see what's going on with her. You know, I have a lot of players, sometimes they comment on my posts and then on my videos why I do this and why I do that, and oh, why don't I play this way or that way. Well, I've set my character up to play the way I want to play. I enjoy playing the way I play. I have fun playing the way I play. And my advice to everyone is play how you want to play. Don't worry about what anybody else says, wants you to do or whatnot. Play your way. I have fun with this loadout. This is actually one of my favorite loadouts. I have 4 different armories, and this is the one I play with the most out of my armories. So this is how we're going to go through it. We're just going to go through it my way. So not too bad. I like the fact that the enemies have scaled up and I'm not stack clamped. Alright, let's go over and fight Zatanna real quick. Alright, remember, I'm currently level 508. She is at 448. So the developers have actually listened to us and taken out the stack clamps. Hopefully they've done this for all content. And make it a little more enjoyable to play, especially some of this older content that we haven't been in a while. We're still needing to finish feats on or whatnot. Alright, Zatanna's about to go down. Alright, she's down. Let's see what we've done with her. Hold the skip. Did about 29 million damage. Which I'd probably do more, but I wasn't really trying. Alright, that was the beta scaling. That keeps you at your current level, your current character level, and raises the content up to its highest level. Alright, let's go over to the next one. And this is the current scaling. Let's test it out and see what's going on here. As soon as we get loaded in. And this is the one where a lot of players have been irritated with the developers of the stat clamping. Look at that. Dropped me down from 508 to 337. Alright, the current scaling, the players are not happy with. Because we have earned our way to be high levels like we are, 508 and above, and you know, you earned everything in the game. And so, I mean, it's just, you stat clamp and you make it like, well, oh, okay, we're going to stat clamp you and you're not going to be as powerful as you should be, even though you earned it. Well, thank you for listening, developers, because if you watch the LFG and watch the forums and watch Facebook and stuff like I do, you will see that your player base is not happy with stat clamps. Especially since they've earned their way to get as high level as they have and bust through their tail ends to get artifacts and everything else up and get their characters leveled up, and then you stat clamp them and make it just irrelevant to what they've done. It's refreshing to see that the developers are actually listening to the players for a change. And this is just my opinion, so I mean, take it with a grain of salt. And play the game how you want to play it. And see this unscaled. It's kind of a pain in the tail end because you're not as powerful as you should be. Oh, I'll take that one. It's a 10. I'm always farming content. I'm always looking for the highest gear that I can sell or break down for prestige for my league. So if the developers give us an option to play any of the 3 modes that we want to play, that'd be fine. That'd be cool. I mean, they're already kind of giving us what we want anyway, taking away the stat clamp. So I'm not really complaining here. I just don't like playing content that clamps me when I'm much stronger than that content. And I've worked my butt off to get to where I am stronger than that content. Yeah, they give you a few levels higher, like Zatanna here, she's at 322, and I'm topped out at 337. Well, I should be topped out at 508, not 337. And that's what the players were complaining to the developers about. Stop the stat clamp. Our characters are not as strong as they should be. Only did 6 million damage there. See? So the previous one on the beta scaling, I did like 29 million damage. Alright, let's go and see the last one and see what's going on there. Go over to events and go to the beta test. Scroll down to the last one, unscaled. Justice League Dark Curse Town Square. And let's talk to Zatanna one more time. Let's see. Alright, I am scaled up to 508, up to my normal level. And let's see what this content is here. Alright, this is the unscaled version. So this is 419. Alright, no problem there. So I'm practically almost 100 levels stronger. So I'm like 91. Levels higher? Nope. Let's say 419, 508. Yeah. This is the unscaled version. I've kind of enjoyed playing the unscaled and the beta version better than I have the stack clamped version. Why stack clamp? Just why do it? Wrong button. Alright, let's see what she does here. She is at 419 also. And she is done. And it looks like I did 20 million damage to her that time. Alright. I ain't worried about the loot. So, let's go and take a look at this. Yes, on the scaling, the new scaling for beta. Yes. Current scaling, no. Get rid of it. Absolutely get rid of it. Stack clamped, get rid of it. Unscaled, let's keep that too. So 2 out of 3, let's keep. Let's keep unscaled and the new scaling beta version. Get rid of the stack clamp. This is OG Devil Dog with my opinion on what's going on here. Stack clamping higher level character and lower content is ridiculous. So that's just my opinion, and developers take it with a grain of salt. I'm not the only player that agrees. Get rid of the stack clamps. We never had it before. Then you brought it out. It sucked. It turned away a lot of your player base, and you know, just get rid of the stack clamping. Period. The new scaling and the unscaled, those were a lot more fun to play. Well, this is OG Devil Dog. Y'all be blessed. I will see you next video. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And I love y'all. Y'all take care, and I'll see you soon.